Now, for the third time in the last 6 days, San Antonio police have been involved in a life and death struggle. This time, the conflict ended in a suspect's death.
I want Jesus because I want Ruben to go to heaven. He was a good friend of mine.
Friends and neighbors show up with candles and crosses, reacting to an overnight police confrontation that left a 34-year-old man dead. Overnight, Ruben Garcia died when an officer said the man with a gun in his waistband ran, fought, and was still combative after being tased. The police chief says Garcia was an extensive criminal history, but friends of the man say they regret the way he died. KENS 5's Sue Kalberg is at the Winston Square Apartments on South General McMullen, where she's been talking to people who knew Garcia. Sue, what did they have to tell you?
You know, Andre, people who live around here say crime is common. They weren't surprised when they heard gunshots at 1 o'clock this morning, but they say they were surprised when they learned that the man who had a history of mostly non-violent offenses died by gunfire.
Surely he shall deliver thee.
They came with Bibles and heavy hearts.
Say the scripture for Ruben.
This woman said Ruben Garcia had his troubles, but she said he was friendly and she never saw him cause any trouble.
One of his guys told me they shot Ruben, so I came over here and I had him right here on the floor. Was handcuffed still, and they shot him 4 or 5 times and he died.
Rodriguez admits he did not see the fatal confrontation, but he says he heard it and he came outside, missing by moments what the police chief says was a confrontation between a man with a gun in his waistband who struggled with an officer who fired a taser first, trying to make an arrest.
They struggled over the gun after that tasing attempt, the suspect and the officer, and at some point during that struggle, the officer stepped back and shot the individual, and that's what we have right now.
It is true that Garcia has a very active criminal history. As a matter of fact, his last arrest was just 19 days ago. So coming up at 5 o'clock, we're going to take a look back at his history. Live in Southwest San Antonio, Sue Kalberg, KENS 5.